Yeah, perfect. So one other thing you guys should do is introduce yourself on the group chat. Let us know. We know most of you are from Lagos. We know most of you are currently students of University of Lagos, but there are other few people who are not from Lagos. So we would like to know where you come from also. I'd like to know where you come from also. It's quite nice. It's one of the goals is to actually network around the globe. Usually, you should be meeting people from at least 20 or 30 countries, but because of the unique case we have right now, so we are a little bit not so diverse in this cohort. Okay, so please communicate on the chat. Let's know where you're from. Let's know your name. Um, yeah, maybe I can read and introduce some people as well. So it's a little bit unusual because I will be the only mentor on this cohort. We are barely 30. So I think I can handle most of everybody's challenges. Also, because our contract with most of our mentors, I mean, it's for a defined time frame for the main cohort. And since we don't have so much people, yeah, I think it's easy for one or two persons. There will be a few assistants from other people, but yeah, one or two persons could easily handle it. Okay. I have not seen anybody's name on the chat. It's quite weird. Okay. Maybe you guys don't know how to introduce yourself. Um, so where are you from? Usually, we do this and people spot where they are coming from with a marker, but everybody's from Nigeria, so let's just skip that part. So Attack Bio, our role is to equip life scientists with modern tech skills and opportunities required for career progression. So our goal is to help you uh, get equipped, get ready for the next stage of your career advancement. So yeah, if that is what you're looking for, please, yeah, I'm glad to inform you that you're in the right space. Um, so we are not just here to learn any random skill. We are here to give you something that you can use. For example, your your grad school application process. We are here to give you something that can give you projects, publications, and yeah, job search skills as well. So all of these are combined together, teamwork, all the basic hard and soft skills that you need in the future. We try to equip you with them. So yeah, I think you're in the right space as students. So yeah, our job again, just to reiterate it, is that provide, we accept basic life science students and we transform them and we make them ready for the industry and for academic jobs. And we have our past interns, where have they been, where are they currently working, or at least after Agbio, this is where many of them have been. This is something I always update every time. I've not updated it, but even from one of the cohorts we had last year, we already have two people in Georgia State University. We also had one other person from who got an internship at Novartis. Maybe some of you know Novartis. It's a Swiss pharmaceutical company. It's one of the pharma giants in the world. So yeah, you are in for actual hard skills that can really push you to the next stage of your careers. Okay, let's quickly roll into the internship. In this internship, you'll be learning Python R, just to code. Yeah, it's basically coding. Everything here will be centrally on coding. Oh, we have our first introduction on the chat from Chinenyewa Mbauji. Yeah, she's a third year cell biology and genetics undergraduate student. So looking forward to more people, meeting more people on the call and maybe on the workspace itself. So Python and R will be the core programming languages. In bioinformatics, we have we have what we call the big three programming languages. There are three key programming languages. One is Python, the other is R, and the third is Bash. But for this, Bash is more of a scripting language, and it's not really programming in itself. Of course, you can use it to do a lot of things, but for now, we stick to Python and R. Okay. And we just want to show you that you don't need to decide to choose one, right? In principle, you can just pick one. And for most cases, you can use that single one to do many of the other things you can do with the other languages, right? You can probably learn, you can do any task with it. You just have to understand the language. So it's like human language, it's like human communication. Saying my name is Wally in French is different from saying my name is Wally in English, right? Maybe the arrangement of the words are different, the syntax is different, the verbs you use are different, but in essence, you are doing this, you are passing the same level of information. So that's just the difference between programming languages. So yeah, Python and R, they are your two friends. Pick one and just keep doing it. That's all. That's our take home for you for this internship. And I hope by the end of this internship, you are able to learn and you can use one of them to do anything or everything that you have at stake. Okay, so the curriculum is basically divided into four. You start from syntax, that is, how do you speak this language? And then functions, so how do you use this language to to perform functions, to perform instructions, that is to pass much more complex instructions along. Then visualization, you should be able to visualize with any of these two languages in the long run. And then machine learning, you'll be able to perform machine learning tasks. Very basic machine learning tasks. So again, you just have to pick one of R or Python, and our goal is to show you that you can solve any, if not all, computational biology problems as long as you know any of these two languages, right? I hope someone is happy to hear that. Well, usually people think Agba is a class. Unfortunately, it is not a class. It is not a tutorial. It is not a workshop. I'm not going to sit down and start teaching in principle. This is work. And when you're at work, you mostly learn at the job. Of course, you have some basic set of background skills and information that you are starting with. That's why we think everybody here is a biologist at one level or the other. Either you are in zoology or you're in cell biology or you're in maybe, I don't know what, pharmacology. You have the biology experience. So this is the starting points you need. Every other thing is understanding another language, basically trying to understand German or trying to understand French. And then you can use that knowledge to communicate in French, basically. So you are learning R so that you can communicate biology in R. You are learning Python so that you can communicate biology in Python. So Agbio is mostly work. And a lot of the concepts of work is involved here. So you learn you work in teams. Of course, you can also work solo, but we encourage you to work in teams. You work as you work as a team. You deliver on projects. You have deadlines. But then again, this is not a class. So you are free to innovate. You are free to think out of the box. You are free to explore. You are free to suggest new ideas. You are free to try new ideas. Yeah, we don't beat, we don't harass you for not delivering your assignments on time. But of course, there is always the consequence of lagging behind if you don't deliver on time, because this is a timed course. It's blocked within the calendar. It's not endless. It's not an infinite space of learning, because we want to move to the next level, which is AI in our next course, and we would love that you quickly grab the skills as quickly as possible. Okay, so now that we are clear that Akbar is about work and we are not going to sit there in a classroom, but rather we are going to learn by practicing. That is, we are going to be, you have problems, you have resources to solve the problems, and your task is to use the resources available to solve the problems. What next? So this is the structure again. You learn, you test what you've learned, you solve problems, you complete projects, as a team. We encourage you to work as a team, and then you get feedbacks. So in between all of this, remember you should always ask questions if you are stuck on anything at all. You should always ask questions on anything. I would describe how you can ask questions, and most of the time I'm online. Probably some of the colleagues are also online, and they can help with whatever you are stuck with. So again, let's talk about our structure and operation so that you can have a better picture, right? We have tasks and projects, right? So this is AgBio's tasks and projects. You have to solve the task, you have to solve the project, and you have a team of admins and mentors that are here to help you. Sorry, we have admins and mentors that are your coaches. They're on the sidelines. That's me in this case. And then you have interns on the field of play. And we are trying to help you to solve or to conquer these tasks and projects. And then also, before you come to the field of play, you should come for training, right? You should come for training in the learning space. So you always learn something. Try to learn first, then attempt the task, right? Then attempt the projects. That way you can easily build confidence over time, and then yeah, competence as well over time. So here are some key links that you need to be aware of. I'm going to share these links very soon on our group chat. So we have a dedicated group chat for Unilag. So you don't have to use any of the other group chats. You don't have to use Nucleus. You don't have to use sorry, you don't have to use Help. So we have two major group chats, and they are, I will show you very soon on Slack. Again, you need this mentor meeting link. We'll be meeting every Monday, right, for the next 4 weeks. We'll be talking about the project. We try to solve it. We try to make it, we try to exchange ideas, okay, and make improve our learning. I also get to learn most of the times. Someone implemented a special approach for not implement, but she read about something and she applied it in data analysis, and it was quite helpful. It helped in the visualization of her data, which is good, right? It's very good. Also, the learning space. You need to know the learning space. That's where you learn, right? It's what I call the training room or the training pitch or yeah, basically just a place to improve and learn the skills before you actually attempt the skills, attempt the task, sorry. And then there is a link for project submission. This link for project submission has usually been a problem. We will share it as much as possible, and hopefully you also remember your passwords. But if you've forgotten your password, you can always let me know. Overall, the workspace is a lively space. Try to always communicate. Try to always ask questions. Please ask questions often so that you don't, how do I put it? So that you don't get lost, so that you don't get stuck. Don't be shy of asking questions. I know they are your classmates, they are your colleagues, you know them, but don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay. Again, I'll quickly go over them. Slack, the learning management system, that's where the training content is located, the projects, and then you get back to Slack again. Because after learning and you submit a project, you get feedbacks on Slack almost immediately, right? Then this internship is, again, some of the features of the internship include teamwork, 4 stages, 4 tasks, 4 weeks, um, multiple projects in the end. But in this case, we are not moving for publications because the tasks are very, very basic, and they are not exactly adding something new to knowledge. They're only adding to your own skill sets and round the clock management. So someone is always there to respond to you. So how do you complete the internship? This is we will try to communicate this as early as possible by telling people to avoid everything that brings frustration. Um, by contributing and completing the task and submitting as and when due, and being respectful to everyone. Just be respectful, even if you know them before in class. Try to be respectful. So work with your mentors. In this case, me, right? Try to work with me. Ask me questions. You can send me DMs. You can ask me directly. You can ask on the help channel as well. But then, very important, please ask questions. Ask questions. As soon as you encounter them, please ask. Please ask. Then, just a few more points on why you should take this internship seriously. I've mentioned it, but yeah, you learn new expertise in bioinformatics and genomics. You have a bigger experience of what bioinformatics data sets look like out there. You can also get to prepare for your graduate school, especially now. I think most of you are in your third year. You are almost ripe. It's the best time to start preparing. I think you guys would also go for SciWest or something at some point. So you guys need to be prepped up. You can use that time and that period to actually get ready. Yeah. Also, you gain invaluable project and research experience. You solve actual problems in health and medicine, lifelong networking and bragging rights. And you get to learn about other people's cities and cultures. In this case, maybe not possible anymore. Sorry. Okay, so let's quickly go over the setup of the workspace and let's get ready. So first of all, you need to get Zoom. You need to get Zoom. You would also create an account on GitHub. So I think everybody here already has Zoom, so I don't need to stress over that. I get an account on GitHub. If you have probably everybody also has a Google account. If you don't, try to create one so you can just store your codes and your documents. You can store them in Google Drive. And yeah, try to be on Slack every day. Try to be on Slack. Okay, I will stop sharing and I will come back again. So I'll quickly talk about Slack. Yep. Let's quickly talk about Slack. Yeah, here you go. I hope everybody can see my screen. Yeah. So here is Slack. You will realize that I have unnecessarily much more things than you do. It's because I have access to probably everything. So on Lagos campus is our home page. This is where everybody is. So we are not using Nucleus in this case. We are not using help. We are not using, you can also introduce yourself. You can use random, you can use resources. And yeah, but overall, this is where you should come to every morning. Lagos campus, I'll just meet every other thing. So this is where you should come to every morning, Lagos campus, and probably there will be a message for you, the latest information. Sometimes I request for updates from you. I request for updates on what you are currently doing. Let us know. Give us updates so that we can follow up and let us know whenever you are stuck or not. I also realized that a few of you have also started working with your workspace tag, right? So, for example, Venus Power already has a workspace tag. And how do you fix that? So if you're on your computer, I'm currently not with my, I don't think I have it on my mobile device, but if you're on your computer, you click on your profile image, and then you click on, so hold on. This is your status. So I'm an admin, but if I mouse over it, you realize the icon changes. And if I try to, so I can change my status to stage 0, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and admin, right? So I'm currently an admin, and then I'll save it. So here's the thing. If you put stage 1, and you're asking me questions about stage 0, I'll be confused. There was once a guy who put stage 3. I don't know whether it was peer pressure, but it was still in stage 2. I mean, sorry, it was still in stage 1. It was just, I was so confused when he was asking me questions about stage 1. And I was like, how did you get here? How did you get here? Then we had to retrace back our steps. So it just takes longer. So if you are asking me a question and you are already on, and I can quickly use a workspace tag to know how to help and where you are currently and the right resources to pull in for you immediately. So yeah, I'm in stage zero, and sorry, I'm not in stage zero. I'm an admin, and then but from everybody on this workspace, we expect that you are on stage zero. Uh, yeah, I think most people are on stage zero. Most people have fixed their tags, and yeah. So I think this is the most important thing for now. Every other thing, yeah, where to ask for questions. So please try not to chat here on Lagos campus. But for every other person, come to Campus Lagos Help so that you can ask your questions. I can just say hi, everyone. And yeah. So, and here's the thing, if you are responding to a chat, please always try to respond in threads, okay? So that you don't, um, how do I say it? So that you don't clutter the messages and so that it's easier for anybody who needs clarification or who needs help to come and go over the task. Sorry, to come and go over the communication. For example, hi everyone, and I don't know if anybody is there who can respond to my thread. Is anybody on Slack right now? Yeah, Dominion is typing. I can actually see Dominion is typing. You can just say hi. And so this way it keeps the chat clean. It keeps everything coordinated. It keeps everything, and anybody can follow it basically. It makes, yeah, thanks Dominion for helping us out. And this way, so sometimes I've solved an issue, maybe, and then another person comes with the same issue, right? Then it's easier for me to just take you, if the new person that has another issue, to just come to that specific thread and just tag you there and say, oh, look at it, we solved it here. Just go over the thread, and it's faster that way, rather than you going over from scratch again. And also, it makes it easy for everybody to read, right? Let's be coordinated humans. I think someone installed Google Drive. Thanks for installing Google Drive. It's nice. Uh, and of course, it's not a classroom. It's not your university. Be free to express, be free to innovate, be free to think, be free to, do cool stuff, right? We usually don't restrict people's imaginations around here. Okay? La la la. That, yeah. Okay, that's about Zoom. I'm sorry, about Slack. So let's go to, I will share the links here. So here are all the links. So the weekly meeting link for, thanks, Omar as well. Omar as well responded. I'll pin this as well. Important links. Anyways, everybody's already on Slack. So if you are seeing this anyways, you are seeing Slack. And then I'll call the entire channel and then I'll pin it so that everybody has access. And yeah, so the next thing is to create an account on the learning space, which I already opened. So if you don't remember the link at any point in time, just come to internship.thearcbio.com, right? Internship.thearcbio.com. And then you get started. Yeah, sorry, you click get started. And then if you don't have an account already, you first time create an account. So here's the thing. Usually, you should have access to this to be able to create an account by now. If you're already here, you should have access to be able to create an account. So for example, let's say this is an account that does not actually exist. I'll just create register, and it's going to, okay, sorry. And I'll try to register. So it's going to tell me you have not been enrolled. But if I have an account, it's going to, if you have been enabled or you have been registered for this internship, you should be able to access the internship. That's basically the point. everybody here should be able to create an account. So in principle, if you have an account, I'll just log in and I'll log in with my details. And yes, I have access to the entire system. So there is coding for life scientists, Python. There's coding for life scientists, R. So you just pick one of them. Try not to do the two. So learning one alone is even hard. So try not to do the two. Um, so yeah, just pick one and follow it till the end. There are also other ones I would say that are not open to you guys because it's not this internship, but you can always um, stick to these two for now. They are the beginners, they are the starting meal for you guys. Okay, let's assume we are learning in so let's yeah, I would come to the question and answer soon. So if you have questions, please drop it on the chat. But let's assume you are learning R. And let's try to pick one of the tasks in R. What can I say? Okay, let me use logic with R. So if I print, so I'll just copy any of this code and then I'll put it here. So one thing to always remember is to switch your programming language whenever you are learning. So I'm coding in R and I run the code. So if I say 10 is greater than 9, and that is true, okay, so you can actually, as you're learning, right? This is what the question is. I can, in principle, actually test it right there without needing to install something else, without needing to set up anything else anywhere, and just implement it. And I'll start. I'm practicing on the go, literally. That's the effect we want to create. I'm practicing right there on the go. But if for any reason you get confused, so I think it will be confused because I can ask AI at any point, and it's going to give me some ideas on how to fix the issue. So it gave me an int, start by exploring relational operators, blah, 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 blah. It's very simple. It tries to give an explanation to you, right? And if you submit the code, it's going to give you some other, yeah, I think the code was perfect. So there was nothing to really take note of or to add or to suggest to you. Basically, the code it also does not give an output really. It gives just a true or false statement, and that is basically everything about it. But then for most part, just run your code. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, ask AI or ask me. Ask the AI. So there's also the possibility of asking ChatGPT externally, which people have done. But we realized that if you're trying to use ChatGPT, you lose one, you lose context. You lose context. Two, ChatGPT will give you complex answers that you yourself cannot understand. And in the future, AI will be able to do a lot of things, but only those that are actually skilled in the theoretical basics that really, really understand the things that are here. That is the program and the problem itself can really scale through. So that's why we want you, if you realize we did not even add autocomplete here, you can't autocomplete your codes. So you have to manually type it by yourself, right? I'm not saying you should cram your codes. I'm just saying you should, after practicing severally, if you type one thing 1,000 times, you will get used to it, right? Nobody gets better at coding just by cramming the codes. You have to practice and practice and practice severally, and then you get better at it. Okay, so basically that's it. And then you can go over your learning content from beginning to the end every week. We will give you tasks starting from today, and we will give you the learning modules to actually learn alongside. No, what am I saying? You can actually start, I will show you very soon. So is there any other link I have to show you guys? Uh, yeah, the project submission link also. So that was about, we talked about Slack, we talked about the learning workspace. Then we should talk about the manager itself. That's the where you submit your projects. But then we'll still mention this again as time goes on. When it's time to submit the project, I don't know why is my internet slow. Okay, so basically, this is the where you submit your project. If you have been registered, if you have filled the internship acceptance form, try to recall the password you used, you filled in, and then, for example, this is user 4, and then you log in, and yeah. So this is a temporary user. It doesn't mean anything. So first thing, you select the stage. Why is my computer not responding? This is weird. Okay. I don't know why it's not responding. Okay. Anyways, it should respond normally. Let's see if it responds here. Okay. Yeah, this one, I don't know why my Chrome is not responding. Maybe it's okay. So you specify the stage. Everybody's in stage 0 right now. And you specify your contributors. I think everybody in this workspace is there. Alima is here, Mubarak, yeah, everybody's here, basically. So let's assume I'm picking these few people. Um, yeah, let's assume I pick these 3 people, they contributed to the project. And even if you are the one submitting, for example, if uh, Covenant is the one submitting, she should include her name as well. Otherwise, the other 2 people will be promoted and you'll be left behind. So you select a task ID, which we provide as well. You specify you put in your code. Let's say print hello world. If anybody has done programming before, you know this is, and then you can ignore this team selection. We use it for other things. Then I click submit. Sorry, I didn't click it. Yeah, so it is done. So the cool thing is that if you give it about 5 to 10 minutes, you should have a message on this status, on the channel status, and it's going to give you some comments. And it rejected me. So if you see a red AgBio logo, it's a rejection. If you see a green one, it's promotion. So it sends you, it only includes a simple print statement, blah, 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 and it rejected it basically. So yeah, it was rejected. Sad about that. But yeah, it's not recorded for you. If you notice, it's not recorded. It didn't tag anybody's name. So yeah, it's not recorded for you. So the most important thing is that you just remember your name of contributors and you remember your task ID, which is always intuitive, you know it. Stage 0 as stage 0.1, stage 1 as stage 1.1, 2 as multiple tasks, and then you have 2.1, 2.2, and then on and on like that. Okay. I don't know why this did not respond, but yeah. Okay, so overall, I think I covered everything. Yeah. So if you have questions, I'll be glad to take them now. I saw one of the questions on the group chat, which is what if I want to do both of them? Yeah, feel free to do both of them, but my advice, pick one. Um, it's difficult to learn 2 languages at the same time. I mean 2 human languages. In principle, it's very difficult, except you're a very small child and you're picking everything at the same time. But you are grown-ups now, so it's hard. I currently reside in Germany, and even learning German language is very hard. Very, very hard for me. So yeah. What else? What else? What else? But then after the internship, you can decide to start learning the second one because it's you can decide to start learning the second one because it's but then it's on your own pace. It's at your own pace. You can also learn it at your own pace. Okay. I'm not getting any questions. I think people here are very shy. I used to think people from Lagos are the boldest, but it looks like I was wrong. Would we get a link to the recording? Yeah, we are recording it, but unfortunately, we did not start from scratch exactly. Like we did not start recording from the beginning. But yeah, we recorded something, at least for about 20 minutes now. I'll wait for about 2 more minutes before I introduce you to the task for this week. Okay. Okay, no questions. Everybody seems so relaxed around here. I can't get access to the Akbayo mobile app. We don't have a mobile app. Actually, we don't have a mobile app. So what are you talking about, Victor? You can unmute yourself and ask me. So we don't have a mobile app. The only thing we have are web pages. For the learning management system, this it can also be accessed on your if I switch. So it can also be accessed on your PC. So I'm emulating a mobile phone. I'm emulating a mobile phone in this case. And you can also but it's going to tell you that for optimal experience, please use a PC because it's very difficult to pass codes on a mobile device. We did some simple hacking to fix that, but hopefully you can learn directly from your mobile phone if you're on the bus or you're on the train as well. Yeah, but I mean, I don't get what exactly you mean by mobile app, but we don't have a mobile app. Sorry. Be careful what you're looking at so that someone is not scamming you. Okay. Let's quickly talk about the task for stage one because the internship starts today, like I mentioned. The internship starts today. Ah, someone else said hi. I can also see it. Akbio mobile app. Wow, he said he downloaded something. I'm looking forward to it. So, everybody, as soon as you came to this workspace, you have access to stage zero. So, look at your channels properly, and you realize that you have access to stage zero. So, the task for stage zero starts today. So, here are the task for stage zero, and here is what you should learn modules to study modules 1 to 3 for both Python and R. And yeah, form a team of 5 people um, using either R and Python, either R or Python. Sorry, that was an error. Use any data structure of your choice to organize the following information, your names, your Slack, blah, blah, blah. You can arrange it. And your preferred programming language, don't use functions, loops, conditionals, or any complex concepts. We just want you to arrange it manually, okay? And your code should include a final print statement that prints the organized output in a logical and understandable way. Finally, create a simple tutorial that includes all your teammates. Publish the video on LinkedIn and remember to tag us. We love to like it. Okay, yes, yeah. So here are the modules to remember, to study. And then once you finish your submission, once you finish your task, head over to the project submission page and submit. Then you'll be promoted to stage one. And then you would see what is in stage one. Okay. So I have a few questions. Those that have done stage zero before. Yeah, yeah. Really? So you did stage zero already? Um, how do I say? Do it again and submit for promotion. Just do it again. Um, yeah, just do it again. Also, will we Yeah, you have access after the internship. Yes, you would have access after the internship. Don't worry. It's usually lifetime access as long as Agbero exists. Yeah, but if you have done it before, redo it again and just submit so that you get promoted. Except you're already in stage one. If you have already seen what is in stage one, then probably you should start working on stage one. Yeah. Okay. If I am not getting any questions, we'll wait for 8 more minutes. If we don't get any more questions, then you can head over and start your internship. Okay. You guys are extremely shy. Okay. Team formation. Good question. Um, yeah, good question. So to form a team, you should form it in between yourselves. Okay, here's what I would do. I would create a quick code on sheet like the last time. Yeah, thanks, Flourish. Like the last time, a quick code on sheet, and I'll share it on Slack. And hold on, I'll quickly do it right now. I'll stop sharing and then I'll do it right away. I wanted to make it open before now, but yeah, we want people to, because we know most of you know each other before now, and we want to avoid that. You're working with only people you know. Um, um, Hopefully, we have enough coverage. So there is no, I don't know anybody, and so I'm for everybody and I'm for nobody, if you know what that means. Yep. So I just think of a way to make this, yes. So, yeah, the first 15 people, I'm going to put it on Slack. Uh, First Lagos, then the next 15 starts from number 16. Oh, I think there is an issue. There will be an issue, so I'm going to fix it. Okay. Okay. Information. Okay. Yeah. So pick your poisons and start working. Yeah. So I shared 3 sheets on the Lagos campus channel and try to locate your what's it called? Your translation partners, the people that you translate to the same amino acid together with, and start working with them. Okay. So I shared the codon sheet directly on our workspace. So we have 3 more minutes. Any questions? I'm still waiting. So basically, go to the sheet, and if you see someone that has the same amino acid translation as you do, just go for them. Go for them. Okay, Jesulayomi, do you have a question? I see you are switching on your video. Maybe it was a mistake, or you really wanted us to see your face. And of course, we also have, so you guys have the special privilege of having, what's it called? Student ambassadors very close to you. So if you have any issue at any point, any issue, especially around administration, not really the technical issues, they can't solve your technical issues for you. We will solve all the technical issues on Slack. But if you have issues around your health, sometimes your maybe something that is way beyond your powers or something that is out of the ordinary, write to them and they can advise you immediately, or if they cannot, they can write to me. They have my contact, and we can quickly find a solution to fix your issues, any issues. I mean, we can't fix all issues, but we can fix as far as it pertains to Agbayo. So you are in safe hands, especially with them. They are very nice people, so feel free to reach out to them. Regarding the video tutorial to be uploaded on LinkedIn, is it the manager that is required? By manager, do you mean the team lead or the manager software or the manager, the project submission page? So basically, just one person in your team has to do it. That's all. And once you have a link, yeah, yeah. So just one person in your team. It does not necessarily mean the team lead. One person is enough. And once you have one person, feel free to go for it. And everybody uses the same link. And also, your team does not necessarily have to be 5. You can be 2 if you want. You can be 3. But maximum of 5 is what we want. Anybody in the team can definitely upload the solutions. And yeah, so I would always be on Slack, and you can ask me your questions anytime, any day within the internship. So please, we'll be looking forward to having a nice time learning bioinformatics. Have a nice day. How do we go about creating our groups on Slack? You can, I can quickly show you that so that hopefully you can see my screen. So you can come to channels. So you have this channel thing and you can create channels. So channels are your group chats basically. And then you create next. Let's say Team Victor. But I don't want to create it because I don't. But yeah, in principle, you can create teams easily. Just come here and then you create. I hope that was helpful. Oh, wow. Did you see my screen or not yet still? Okay. Can you see my screen now? Is anybody able to confirm if they can see my screen? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay. Basically, you come to channels. This is channels. You will see it on your Slack. Click on it, and you will see create channel. It's also similar on mobile. You just have to look for the word channel, and you can create a new channel. and then you add everybody to your channel. Let's say, okay, let me create one. I'll create a blank channel and I'll click next. I'll say Lagos random charts. Oh no, I'll make it private. I'll create. Now, I know the emails of everybody in this. Let me grab everybody's email. I'm not supposed to actually share this publicly. Oops. Anyways, I'll copy and I'm just adding everybody's to this chat, right? And I add you. You see, it automatically recognizes everybody in the group chat and it can add everybody. So everybody has been added. You will realize that you've been added to a group chat, right? So yeah, that's how it works. Just create something. I would also start this because it's for Lagos. So this is Lagos campus, this is your help channel, and this is your random chat if you just want to talk about something. Yeah. Okay, I believe everybody is set and ready to go. I wish you the best of luck. If you have questions, please don't forget to ask. It's don't be shy. It's something I like to repeat. Up to you if you want it to be private. Up to you if you want it to be public. So again, it's not a classroom. It's a world. It's the world rather. Um, and in the real world, nobody tells you what to do. So you feel free to express yourself as well. You can just do something, believe it. Okay, have a nice weekend. I mean, the weekend is already over, but have a nice start to life at Akbayo. Bye, everybody.